They never born who Nigerians cannot drag. Show me that one person that Nigerians cannot drag, and I'll show you one person that does not exist. Last 2 days I've been seeing on my timeline, I've been seeing Woli Bali. I was even thinking like, oh, maybe it's one of those fake prophets that goes around and try to like, well, for somebody to even call himself Woli Bali and know the story of Bali, so it really makes sense. But I just thought like, oh, let me check videos, and also that is the Woli Bali is the Prophet Baal that we know, that is the same Prophet Bali that they are tracking. I was like, Nigerians. Woli Bali is over 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. How come? From where to where did this man just start trending all of a sudden? Well, this is me coming to tell the story for those of you that do not know the story of Prophet Baal. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is. So there was this man called Prophet Baal. He called himself a man of God, and he had so many fan base, so many followers. He used to claim that his God is the real MVP. And then there was Prophet Elijah. Elijah is more of a subtle prophet. He does not hide. So Elijah is more of a pure fire and vibes. So one day, Prophet Elijah got tired of the old nonsense. He said, yes, enough is enough. You've done a lot with leading people astray, so let's go for a contest. Let's settle this once and for all. Real God versus fake God. Whosoever sent fire from heaven is a real God. So you can read more about this in 1 King 18. Prophet Baal and his crew was the first to step up. They built their altar, put the sacrifice, arranged everything. They sang, they danced, they prayed, they did all the whole connection. Fire did not fire. Nothing came up. We couldn't even see smoke, not even talk of fires. On the other hand, Prophet Elijah was seated like a judge in Nigeria how he does. He was even throwing some premium shit. He was even saying, where is your God? Did he go to the toilet? Is he sleeping? What happened? What the Instead of them to like calm down and see that there is nothing going here, the crowd were already laughing. Prophet Bali and his, Prophet Baal and his men, they doubled their effort, they jumped, they shouted, they cut themselves, but still nothing happened. So then it came Prophet Elijah's turn. He took his time, he rebuilt the altar, put in the wood, put in the sacrifice, and he even took it a step further. Not only did he just leave the altar, he even had to like pour water. Like not once, not twice, he poured water 3 good times on the altar so that it can be so. Even though at this point, people start thinking like, are you about to rain down fire or you want to dig a pool here? So very calmly, he simply prayed, God, show them who the Udogo is. That was all. And just like that, boom, fire from heaven. Nothing was spared. The altar, the wood, the sacrifice, even the water. Water catch fire. So the crowd were so true. They were happy. They were jumping that, oh, the Lord of Prophet Elijah is the real one, while the Lord of Prophet Baal is the fake one. So, and he got Prophet Baal got instant disgrace and downfall. And his career ended as a prophet. Actually, I have like 2 lessons from this particular story. So, to all the prophets Baal in the world, to all the subtle prophets Baal in the world, if you think whatever you do, you will die and you will go and everything will be forgotten. Who would have thought? I just cannot imagine. Like, if Prophet Baal, if we know the lineage of Prophet Baal, I can't imagine what they would have been going through right now. Who would have thought 4,000 plus years later, on the street of TikTok, Prophet Baal would be dragged? So if you think anything you do, you just die and you just go. So if you think you can do anything and just die and just go, no, you cannot go. One day, they will remember you and they will drag you even in your grave. So the second lesson that stood out for me was like, if Prophet Val was a good person, this is how we would have trended. The trend, the going viral that all of us were looking for. If he was a good person, this is his viral moment. Because with this particular song, it's not only Prophet Val that is going viral. The person who sang the song a long time ago, and it came to limelight. So if Prophet Val was a good person, it would have trended. So this trend that we are looking for just calm down. If Prophet Val can trend, though our own will not reach 400 years, 4,000 years plus. But don't worry, just calm down. We too will trend, okay?